Good day, everyone. You're welcome to the Virtual Institute for Culture in a Digital Environment, the Big Day. And this platform is brought to you by the Institute for African Culture and International Understanding at the Olusegun Obasanjo Presidential Library, Abeokuta. As you know, this course is on enhancing emotional intelligence of artists within a digital environment. Enhancing the emotional intelligence of artists within a digital environment. And I'm very sure you enjoyed lesson 1, lesson 2, and lesson 3 because today's lesson is on emotional intelligence and artistic creativity. Lesson 4, which is the final lesson, emotional intelligence and artistic creativity. Now, at the end of today's class, what are the objectives? The participants should be able to 1. Explain the nexus between emotional intelligence and creativity, and 2. Explain 7 areas of emotional intelligence and how it could enhance artistic creativity. Yes, what you should be able to explain the relationship between emotional intelligence and creativity, and also explain the 7 areas of emotional intelligence and how it could enhance artistic creativity. Alright, so what is the nexus between emotional intelligence and artistic creativity? What is the relationship between emotional intelligence and artistic creativity? Now, creativity is a person's ability to create new concepts, methods, and ways using the knowledge he has. You have previous knowledge. Without previous knowledge, how do you come up with new ways, new techniques, new methods to dealing with problems or issues? Now, after this, Campbell in Oteng explains that creativity is an activity that brings results with the following characteristics, which means a creative person should have the following characteristics. 1, it should be innovative, unprecedented, fresh, interesting, whimsical, surprising, useful, tastier, better, more practical, simplify, expedite, encourage, develop, educate, solve problems, reduce obstacles, overcome difficulties, bring about better or more results. Now, these and many more are some of the things, the qualities that a creative person or a creative work should have. Campbell highlighted. Now, let's talk about the 10 areas of emotional intelligence and how to enhance productivity in an artist. Now, the first of this is 1, self-awareness. Now, artists with high emotional intelligence are more attuned to their own emotions, strengths, and weaknesses. This self-awareness enables them to identify their optimal working condition, creative processes, and areas that require improvement. Now, the first step to being a creative person and how emotional intelligence can help to enhance this is knowing your emotion, knowing your own strengths, knowing your own weakness. Once you know all this, it will be better and it will be easier for you to work on them. They say that the first step to solving a problem is identifying the problem. And once you know your weakness, you know your own strength, it will be better, help you better to work on it, and also let you be more focused and create a more efficient workflow. Now, another aspect of emotional intelligence that can help enhance productivity in an artist is emotion regulation. Emotional intelligence helps artists to manage and regulate their emotions effectively. Once you are emotionally intelligent, you're able to regulate your emotions effectively. You know when to get angry, you know when to be calm. Even when you're angry, you know how best to calm yourself down in order to focus more on the work at hand. Now, this skill is crucial in maintaining focus during the creative process. If you cannot regulate your emotion, if you're the kind of person you're irrational, or you allow your emotions to get better of you, it will clog your mind, it will make it difficult for you to be creative. So that is why emotional intelligence is important to an artist during the process of creating. Another thing is intrinsic motivation. Emotional intelligence is linked to intrinsic motivation because it is the drive that comes from genuine passion for your work. So if you are intrinsically motivated, which is an aspect of emotional intelligence, if you are motivated, you have the spirit of motivation, it will give you that drive, that extra push to work more on your creative heart, to work more on whatever, to work build or enhance your creativity. Now, another thing is adaptability and flexibility. Now, for you to be creative, you need to be able to adapt. And creativity requires adaptability and the ability to embrace change, the ability to move into a new area, the ability to go into something new and still be able to create or achieve results. Now, that is an aspect of emotional intelligence that is very important. So, when you're emotionally intelligent, you'll be able to adapt easier, and this will help to assist you when you are creating. It will not hinder your creativity just because you don't work in certain areas or you don't work under certain conditions before you cannot adapt. No, emotional intelligence will help you adapt easier. Now, another thing is empathy and collaboration. Now, definitely as an artist, a producer, or client, you have to work with other people. So, artists with high emotional intelligence can work better with people that they are collaborating with. They can work together and get a perfect team effort. But someone that cannot work better, that cannot work with a group of people that is not emotionally intelligent, it will be hard for them to collaborate with others. And sometimes collaborating with others bring the best kind of creative work. So creativity involves you working with others. So the higher your emotional intelligence, the better it is for you to work with other collaborators. Another is effective communication. If you have high emotional intelligence as a person, it will be easier for you to communicate easier with other people. Now, emotional intelligence enhances communication skills, allowing artists to express their ideas, their needs, and concerns more clearly. So definitely, you need to be emotionally intelligent for you to be able to express your ideas and your thoughts more clearly. So this will also help in the creative process. Second is stress management. A lot of artists go through stress while they're trying to come up with their creative work. Now, creative work can be stressful, especially when facing deadlines, yes, or dealing with creative blocks. Yes, so sometimes you might be working, and when you're working, you might just run out of ideas. So, or you might be facing a deadline and you just don't know what to do. So, emotional intelligence helps teach you, it helps you work deal with your stress. So, an artist that is emotionally intelligent will be able to will be able to handle his stress more effectively and not allow it mess with or influence his creative work. Now, another thing is also positive outlook and resilience. The artist with a positive outlook and high emotional resilience can bounce back from setbacks more quickly. Okay, we're supposed to get an item for a creative work and you're not able to get it in time, or some people are frustrating your efforts. People with high emotional intelligence can work their way from the scratch to the top without getting put down by all these things. They don't let these things bother them. They are strong, they are resilient, they have passion for their work. So with the high emotional intelligence that they have, they can decide to keep pushing without pain. Now, time management. Someone that is emotionally intelligent will be able to handle his time more effectively. He will focus on his goals. Emotional intelligence helps artists prioritize their tasks, set realistic goals, and manage their time effectively. Now, with the more emotional intelligent you are, the better it is and the easier it is for you to set your goals and work toward them. Now, the ability to stay focused on the most critical aspect of your work is needed as I am an emotionally intelligent person. And for an artist, this is a skill that you need to have for you to for you to be able to create effectively. Now, mindfulness practices. Emotional intelligence is often associated with mindfulness, which can contribute to increased focus and concentration. So the more focused you are, the better your creative work will come out to be. So if you're not focused, if you have low emotional intelligence, it will affect deeply because you will not be able to create the kind of works that you want to create because you lack concentration, you lack focus. So the higher emotional intelligence, the more easier it is for you to focus, and that will help you to stay present and more focused on the creative process. Now, in summary, emotional intelligence plays a multifaceted role in enhancing the productivity of creative artists, from self-awareness and emotion regulation to effective collaboration and stress management. The principle of emotional intelligence contributes to a more positive, adaptive, and efficient creative workflow. Developing emotional intelligence can be a valuable investment for artists looking to maximize their productivity and achieve long-term success in their creative endeavors. Now, as an artist, when you can combine emotional intelligence with your creative process, it will give you a higher productivity. It will assist you to achieve long-term success. So, emotional intelligence and creativity work hand in hand because the higher your emotional intelligence, the better the creative work that you produce. So there is no way that an artist can do without emotional intelligence in his craft. Emotional intelligence has a huge role to play in the productivity or the quality of an artist's work. So I hope With this, we have come to the end of the lesson and the course, enhancing emotional intelligence of artists within a digital environment. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. I hope you enjoyed the course. Thank you very much and have a great